Hi. Listen, we need to talk. I don't know who this is for today, but it's for somebody. It's for one of you. Could be all of you. I want you to take what I say with a grain of salt. I want you to really think about your life and how you feel about it. How you feel about the things that go wrong with it. How you feel about the pressure that you're under. How you feel about the thoughts that you have. Everything can be changed in an instant, you know. Um, Everybody's story's different, and that's okay. Um, I think that this is for a lot of people. So I'm just going to blurt it out. You know, you go through these moments in life where you have these inspiring things to say and you really don't know how to go about it. And then you listen to some things and you have this super serious, amazing conversation that you're going to have with people. And then in an instant, after you get out of the shower, everything that you said should have been said while you were thinking it because it's gone, right? That's how the mind works. But what people don't really realize is that when you're thinking of things, you have to change your mindset and the level that you're thinking of them at. Okay? So I want you guys to get a piece of paper. We're going to do a little exercise on life. This can pertain to my team. This can pertain to you as a human being, an individual, somebody who's wanting to join network marketing, somebody who's wanting to get a job. This pertains to every soul on earth. This is going to change your mind just a little bit about how you feel about things that are going on in your life. Okay, so get a piece of paper. Let me know with hearts if you have your piece of paper. I turned the comments off because I don't want to be distracted. So I'm not ignoring any of you. I see all of you popping up in my bubble. So hey guys, I hope you're having an awesome day. But this is going to be really cool. So throw some hearts up when you get your piece of paper. And I want you to either get 2 pieces of paper and write them paper 1 and paper 2. Or take a piece of paper and split it in half. And put paper 1, paper 2. And on paper 1, while I'm talking to you about things, is going to be, I want you to write down everything that scares you about having your own business or what scares you. I want you to write all the negative things that you think about down on the left side on paper 1, okay? And while you're doing that, I'm going to talk just a little bit, and then I'm going to stop because I want you to write something else on paper 2, okay? I have notes, okay? Because I have squirrel brain and I'll forget, and I'll trail off into something else, and I don't want to do that today. That's another reason why I don't see the comments, okay? So in the first one, I want you to write down why doing what I do wouldn't work for you, why um, being on your own without working for somebody else, why that wouldn't work for you, what scares you, what negative things you feel about it. For instance, you may write, like, I would suck at it. You may write, it wouldn't be something I would do. You would write maybe that you're camera shy, maybe that you're people shy, maybe that you don't know how to do it, maybe that you can't do it because you have to work so much, maybe because of the kids, maybe because of these reasons. Okay, so I want you to take why you feel like you would fail at having your own business or changing your mindset. It can be about that. It doesn't have to be about doing what I do, okay? And I want you to write that down on paper 1. On paper 2, I want you to write down all your successes. I want you to write down everything. I want you to write down, I would be successful. I am positive. I am strong. I want you to write every positive thing that you would want to tell somebody else who is upset to boost them up and uplift them, okay? I want you to write those things down on a piece of paper. That you are smart, that you are strong, that you have the abilities, that you are capable, that you believe in yourself, that you are beautiful, that you are prosperous by nature. Like, I want you to write all those positive things down on paper too, okay? So one more time for people that are coming in, I want you to write down on a piece of paper, on paper 1, I want you to either get 2 pieces of paper or 1 piece of paper and split it in 2. And I want you on paper 1 to write down everything that scares you. If you were to start your own business, all your fails, like why you, like say for joining and doing what I do, okay? What would be your negatives? Okay, I'm sunburnt, that's why I did that. Ah, okay, write your negatives. So, I suck at that. I suck at going live. I'm not a people person. I'm an introvert. I'm this, I'm that. Okay, so I want you to write everything that you feel like you couldn't do it, and I want you to write it on paper 1, okay? On paper 2, I want you to write positive things, like as if you were speaking to somebody and you were trying to uplift them and help them gain confidence in something. You are smart. You are prosperous. You are beautiful. You can do this. You are a leader. You are strong. You're beautiful. I want you to write all those things on paper too, and I'll talk to you about that here in just a minute, okay? So I really want to say, your mind will always follow what you think, because you think from a position of safety, okay? All our lives we were growing up and we were taught to do something under somebody else's command, like a teacher. Get up, class, it's time to go to the gym. Stand in line, stand together, be quiet, be uniform, be organized, be patient, be on time, be prompt. You know, you're told all these things from a small age, okay? Parents, clean your room, do this, do that. So as we get older and we start to work, then it becomes the employer that tells us what to do. Be here on time. Don't call out. Follow the rules. Make sure you're wearing your uniform. Make sure you're doing this. Make sure you're doing that. So whenever you start to think about doing something else and venturing out, your first thing is like fight or flight, because the first thing that you do is you think from a position of safety. You're waiting on somebody to tell you what to do, right? So we're going to break all the rules today. You have to, the only way that you can change everything that's going on in your life is breaking the rules. Break the chains, okay? Break the chains. Nobody owns you. Nobody can tell you what to do. Break the chains, okay? Everybody's freaking out during COVID-19 because they're like, oh my God, I don't have a job. How am I going to take care of the bills? How am I going to do this? Because you have that safety mindset that you're relying on an employer to tell you when to come back to work. Well, here's a little secret. Nobody told you couldn't make money while you're waiting to go back to work. Nobody told you that you had to stop surviving because you have to wait on to go back to work. Nobody told you that. Get that out of your mind. Break the chains. Get away from that mindset that you have to wait on somebody else to tell you what to do with your life and your financial situation. Okay? Break the chain. So on paper 1, I asked you to write down all your negatives as to why you couldn't do this business, why you would fail at having your own business. And then on paper 2, I asked you to write down all your uplifting things, okay? And I want you to hold them up and I want you to look at them, okay? I don't want you to choose who you want to be, okay? I want you to choose who you want to be. Do you want to be that person that spits nothing but negativity and that will just be stuck in a deadline? Or do you want to be the uplifting person, the person that's positive? Do you want to spread the joy? Do you want to spread the love? Do you want to show people love and how to do things that you do? Do you want to find a way? Okay, it's up to you. Your entire life is up to you. How your life runs is totally up to you. Okay? You don't like what's on paper 1? Be paper 2. You know what I'm saying? Is you have the decision to change. You have the change. All you have to do to change is acknowledge what you want. Okay? When we tell you guys to speak life into existence, like, we mean it. If you're gonna sit there and say, I'm not on time, I'm lazy, I can't do it, I will fail, I'm not a people person, you're gonna fail. You are going to, because you just spoke it into existence, okay? if you're excited about something and you say, oh, I can do that. Yeah, I'm going to go bungee jumping because I could totally do that. You're going to be able to do that because you said so. How do you know how you're going to react? You ain't never done it. Do you know what I'm saying? Be paper number 2. Okay? Get out from underneath the label and believe that you can do it. And the way to break the chains is to acknowledge that you can. Remember that. Okay? Nobody said that you couldn't earn money if you're out of work. So, your 40-hour work week told you that. Okay? Nobody told you that you couldn't earn money. Nobody told you that you had to stay chained up to your financial situation for the rest of your life. The brainwash that we've had all our life did, okay? So the difference between that and this is just freedom. I have the freedom to do what I want to do. I have the freedom to make the changes I want to change in life. And it's not just about the money. It's not just about me having the job. It's about the fact that, okay, if you work on your personal self daily, you have to literally stick at it daily. You can't learn just one technique about how to be positive or how to change your life or how to do things and expect it to happen one time. Okay, it takes 30 days to break a habit. Okay, so if you have this bad habit that you constantly say that you can't do something when you can, you're going to always feel like that. Okay, so when you change your mindset and you work on your successes and you change the things that you have done all your life this one particular way, you have to stay at it every single day. Okay, you have to constantly motivate your mind and constantly motivate yourself in order to do that. Okay, so just talking about it or listening about it one time is not going to change anything. And that goes for everything. It's not just working a network marketing business. It's not just working a job. It's like you have to change your mindset about the way things are, or you're always going to stay in that financial situation. You don't like your financial situation, you have the power to change it. Don't let, because you make $50,000 a year and you want more, why aren't you going for more? You can. Whoever told you that you can't is a liar, and you don't need to be around them. Okay? Like I said, you're always going to speak in your mind from a position of safety. Okay? So if you feel comfortable and safe in your position, then that's where you're going to stay. If you don't want to stay there, then don't. And you have the power to change that. You have the power to step up and complete a goal. You have the power to go somewhere you want to go. You have the power to change everything about your situation. You just have to do it. If you don't know how, it's okay. None of us knew how either. None of the elites in the company knew how either. Okay? When I first started growing my team, I was terrified. Bless her heart, I don't even know how she wanted to survive being on my team because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay? You have to go through situations and learn. Okay, so you learn how to tie your shoes. Okay, well, how many times did you trip before you had to start tying your shoe? Or how many times did you trip and fall or get caught in the bicycle thing because your mom told you, like, hey, you got to tie your shoe. Stop and tie your shoe. Okay, that was a moment where you failed and you got up and you learned. Okay, and it's the same thing with running a business. You're going to trip and you're going to fall and you're going to fail and you're going to get up and you're going to fix it and you're going to keep going. That is the joys of doing something in life and learning. Okay, and coming with this business, I said that backwards. With this business comes a whole lot of craziness. Okay, but I promise you, every step of the way that you run into is like a miracle in its own. Okay, you change in ways that you never ever thought about. Like, when have you ever seen me get live on Facebook and try to be inspirational or try to be mind changing? I'm not that person. I am now. And it doesn't mean that I didn't wake up this morning and I didn't just say, I think I'm going to go live on Facebook today and try to be motivational. No, I woke up this morning and I watched a few videos and I listened to a few people speak on some things, and then a situation that I had came into my mind. And when it came into my mind, I was like, somebody needs to hear this. Somebody needs to hear these thoughts that I have, because it's going to touch somebody. It may not touch you, may not touch you, may not touch you. I see you guys all up there in my bubble. It may not touch any of you, but for somebody who shares the video, somebody who watches this down the line, when I post it on YouTube, it's going to touch somebody. and it's going to change their mind. And that's the part of the business that is amazing, because you change the mindset of people and you help them grow. And growing is what we do every day. Whether you think that because you're in school and you're growing then and you're not anymore, you're still growing. You're still learning. You're still learning how to cook that recipe. You're still learning how to put things together for your kids, reading instructions. You're still learning. You'll learn till the day that you die. Seriously. So don't stop there. If you want to change your life, you have the ability to do so. Nobody is telling that you cannot earn money. You are. You're telling yourself that you can't earn money. You're telling yourself that you have to wait on an employer to tell you when you can come back to work. When you can work right now, doing something. It may not be what I'm doing. You may want to cut hair. You may want to mow the lawn. You may want to do something. But you don't have to sit and wait on life to pass by, minute by minute, minutes that you cannot get back. Time wasted. More stress coming because bills don't stop. Bills don't stop because of a pandemic. Bills don't stop because you lose your job. Bills don't stop at all, ever. Okay? So that's why if money stops, then go find something else. Nobody has a hold on you, and if they do, you need to break the chain. Break the chain. Nobody controls your financial situation but you. And if you don't like your financial situation, then you need to put your foot down and change. Okay? Stop waiting. You need to break the chain. When something's holding you down, you're not above looking for that safety. You're aware of what's bothering you, and you're aware that something's wrong, but you're waiting on somebody in a position of power to tell you what to do. Okay? And it doesn't have to be that way. You have the power to change everything about your life if you don't like the way it's going. So as a result of things that happen to you, everybody has a story. Okay? What is your story? When somebody asks you how your life is, your first reaction is to distract, to discourage, and then try to inspire. For example, you may get into a conversation with somebody and they say, oh, I had a rough childhood. I had this, I had that. We didn't have that much money. My parents were abusive. My parents weren't there. I lived with grandparents. Whatever your story is, you decide right then and there that your story is important enough to speak to somebody else about, because you want to be relatable. You want to be that person that people can connect to, so to speak, okay? So you're sitting there, you tell your story, the person's relating back to you, and now you have a connection. And now you've said the discouraging part, you've said the bad part. Now you're disputing it. Like, oh, just because I live that way doesn't mean that I have to continue that. And then you start to inspire. Well, as I got older as an adult, I decided that I was going to break the cycle and I was going to change. I wasn't going to live like I did. I wasn't going to live like my parents had lived. Okay? I want my kids to have a better life than I did. You're always giving. You always have to have that validation. You know what I mean? So you're going to start disputing, then you're going to feel discouraged, and then you're going to start inspiring, right? That's the safety your mind goes to all the time. If you feel that passionate about your past, then why are you choking out on your future? I want you to think about that. You're being paper number one all day, every day. Paper number one that you can't do something, that you feel a certain type of way. But why is it your past is so strong that you can let that go? You can be inspiring and tell your story and your why as to why you changed everything about your situation when you were younger. Why is that okay to spread around? And why is that okay to use to inspire? But you ain't even inspiring your own self at this point in your life with your situation. Not everybody has good financial times. I haven't at all. I lived in a house with holes in the floor. I've lived in houses that I had no power for months. Me and Zach survived a whole entire winter with no power, no water, through no fault of our own. We couldn't survive on our own. I woke up one day. You have to be straight tired, though, I tell you what, for it to change. I woke up one day and I said, enough's enough. I'm done. I'm done. I'll never walk again. I vowed my husband would never walk again. I vowed that I would never live like I had to live ever again. Okay? And that's not even when I started paparazzi. That's just when I decided to break the chains. I decided to break the cycle. Okay? And it sucks because when somebody tells you, if you're like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to pay these bills. Like, I'm going to lose everything, da 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 da. And then somebody tells you a way out. You still, because you're panicking, your mind just closed up and you're in that safety bowl. I can't do that. It's not going to work. I've tried everything. It's not working. No, you haven't. You haven't tried at all. I know you haven't because I've done it. Okay? My power bill was $1,000. And I didn't know what to do. Okay? I was freaking out. Power was off and I had to have like 1,200 to get it cut back on. And I tried to exhaust every resource, but I really didn't. And then when somebody would come up to me and they would be like, Jenny, you can go here and get help. You can go here and get help. You can do this. You can do that. My mindset and my safety bubble at that point was to be like, I've tried that. Nothing's working. Nothing's working. I don't know what I'm going to do. Nothing's working. Okay. It's like fight or flight. Okay. You've already flighted. So now you're fighting. You're fighting everything until you have the breakthrough. And then when you have the breakthrough, you see everything that you could have did, everything that you didn't do, everything that people were saying to you was true. Okay? That you can do it. That you can get the money. You can do this and you can do that. Right? So the same thing is going on right now in your life. You have the ability to change your financial situation. If you don't like how much money you make, if you don't like what you're doing, if you just want extra money, you have the power to break the cycle and do something different. Doesn't have to be with me. Doesn't have to do with anything. Maybe you like baking. Maybe you want to open up a business where you have parties for people, cater, whatever the case may be. But you have the power to break the cycle. Nobody told you couldn't make money. Nobody told you when COVID started and we had to hide in the house that you couldn't join a network marketing team and make money. Because I'm telling you what, right now, network marketers are blowing stuff off the maps. How many of you right now are a part on Facebook of the Uplift group? The Women Uplift group that shares the Amazon links? Girls, when I tell you people are shopping their pants off on Facebook because they're trying to help people feel better about their situations, okay? And the people are on those posts all day long. I watch them and they tell their story. And they say, okay, I feel like this happened today, this situation. If anybody's had this type of situation that's similar to mine, drop your links below and we will share the wish list, right? And then all these people start dropping their wish list links, hoping that somebody will choose them so this way, they get gifted, okay? It's crazy how they came up with that group, and it's so genius, but it's so important to me at the same time because I look at it as motivation every single day. I'm like, everybody is looking for something to lean on right now. Everybody. Whether it's emotional support, whether it's financial support, whether it's just conversation to take your mind away from COVID-19. Okay? Everybody is looking for somebody to listen to their pain in some way, shape, or form. And opinions are very much needed right now because that's how people are going to release their emotions. Okay? Thank you, Michelle, for sharing my video. So, when you sit there and you think about the things that are going on in your life and you feel like you don't have a way out and you feel like everything you're doing, you're exhausting all your resources, I can tell you, you're not. Your mind is just in a point of safety mode, okay? And you have to break the cycle. You have to break the cycle. You have to decide if you're going to be paper one or if you're going to be paper two. I don't know about you, but I don't want paper one. Paper one needs to be burnt, rolled up, throw it up in the trash. I don't want paper one. I don't want to tell myself, be that person that tells myself every single day that I can't do something, because I can. I looked at my mom and my husband when we were losing our place to live. We wasn't losing it in a bad way. The person that owned it was selling the house. Okay, so we had to find another place to live. We have all these animals. I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. You know, I was just sitting there and I just started paparazzi and I was like, I don't know what to do. Okay. I looked at my husband and my mom, and paparazzi didn't start going for me, y'all, until January of last year, January or February. I didn't start really working my business until like February, March. That's when I started growing and kind of learning things. So I promise you, when I tell you, what I'm about to tell you has nothing to do with paparazzi. It has everything to do with me putting my foot down and speaking to you on what's going on. Okay. I looked at my mom and my husband, and, you know, there's terror on all our faces. We don't know what to do. We're about to lose our place to live. We have animals. We don't want to those are our children. We don't have kids. And I looked at them and I was like, oh, we're going to buy a house. And everybody's like, where are we going to get the money for that? How are we going to do that? And I was like, I don't know. I'll go to the ends of the earth to find it. We're going to buy a house. I'm done. I refuse to go down. Hell no. Okay? Yeah, I cussed. Hell no. I'm not gonna die, you know? And I did it in 2 months. I don't know how I did, but I went into fight and flight mode and I busted my tail. And we came up with $5,000. We're struggling to go buy things that we want to buy and to go on vacation, but I could pull $5,000 out of my tail. When you really, really want the change, when you really want to fight for what you want in your life, you will do it. You will do it without questions asked. And I want to give you an example. I want you to be this type of person, okay? Because I didn't used to be that, but I am that now, okay? And this is so embarrassing, but I love the story, okay? And it never blew my mind and it never touched me like it did until I was discussing it with that person. And I'm going to say her name in this too, okay? Everybody knows Regina's on my team. It's my best friend, okay? Me and her went job hunting, okay? And it's probably going to make me cry because I feel it coming. Just so you know, I'm a weenie. I'm going to cry anyway. I don't even care. I'm here to be a human to you, okay? I'm not putting on a show. So if I cry, I cry. So I got in Messenger with her and she was thinking about joining and stuff. And she was kind of on the fence. And I was like, you know, I said, I never forgot the time that we went to get a job together. And I'll never forget this story as long as I live. So we go into this place, and it's something I've never done. I've always done food. I'm a waitress. I'm a people person. I'm very shy with certain ways of doing things, but with waitressing, I'm not. You know, I'm really good at it. I've done it forever, all my life. So people are my thing, okay? And we go into this place I've never worked at before, a thing I've never done. It's a call center, okay? So I don't even know how that works. I'm not sure at that point if she ever did it either, but she went in there and we had our interviews, and I went in there, and I'm the type of person where in an interview, I'm going to just be straight up with you. I'm going to tell you, like, look, I'm scared. If you ask me any questions, I'm going to blank. That's not the type of person I am. I don't know how to be straightforward in what I want. I do now. So I go in the interview room and I'm killing all the questions. You know, name a time when you had to do this. Name a time when you went through that. Name a time when you went through these situations so we could see what type of person you are, right? Those that come out of my mouth like butter. It was like, okay, I had this, I've done this, I've done this. You know, when it comes to people, I'm very understanding. I'm very, like, I listen, you know. And then it came to the end of the interview and it was embarrassing. He said, you see this? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what is that? I was like, it's a pen. He's like, so I want you to take this pen and I want you to sell it to me. Y'all, when I tell you, I felt like the stupidest person on the planet. I literally started crying. because I was so embarrassed. Like, I was a blank. Like, what am I going to say? I have no clue what to say about this pen to sell it to you. You can write with it. That's all I had. And I cried. I was embarrassed. I think it's really crappy for them to do something like that to some people because I just couldn't do it and it hurt me really bad. It still hurts me, okay? I couldn't sell the pen. Gina, however, and you'll find out why here in a second why it upsets me. Gina got in there, okay? Gina goes through the whole interview and he hands her the pen and he was like, okay, you see this? What is this? She's like, a pen. And he's like, okay, sell it to me. She starts going, I hear her through the door. She starts going off and she's like, well, it comes in an array of colors, red, white, blue, green, you know, and it writes like this and it does these things and it has these properties and these abilities, and she just sells the shit out of this pen. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, blowing out the water, that's what I'm talking about. You know? She didn't hesitate. I never understood why, years later. I was talking to her about joining. And to me, as a friend, I'm going to tell you the truth. I was like, dude, I think you would be really good at paparazzi, because that day we went on that interview, you were selling the crap out of that pen to that man. Like, he was like, here, sell me this pen. And you were like, it comes in this. It has this type of grip. So when you write like this, it does this. Like, she just went on this whole tangent about this dang pen, right? And, and she was like, I had to do it because my life depended on it. And I lost it right then and there. I started crying because I was like, it makes sense. It makes sense that the only time that you push really hard to try something new in life, to expand things that are going on, to change your financial situation, is when you come to a slap in the face. She had to, because her life depended on it. Okay, her survival, her very survival depended on it. So she didn't go in fight or flight mode. She went for what she needed because she didn't have a choice, right? Well, this is a little easier. You have a choice. You have a choice in life to sell the pen or to not sell the pen. You have a choice in life to change your mindset about what's going on with you as a person, to fight for what you feel inside, whether it's financial or not. You have a choice to hunt that down and to fix it. You don't have to swallow that every single day. You don't have to do that. That's not how life should be. We shouldn't be like working to die. That's what I feel like. I feel like you never get to enjoy life. You know, they say heart attacks happen on Mondays. The likelihood of you having a heart attack is on Mondays. What's the first day of the work week, y'all? For real. Do something that you enjoy in life because you enjoy it. You go on vacation, where? To the beach. That's my favorite place. Why? Because I enjoy it. Okay, do things with my family. Why? Because I enjoy it. I love to cook. Why? Because I enjoy it. I love recipes because I'm sick of eating the same crap all the time. So I look for something new because I enjoy, okay? So if you want to change your situation, find a better recipe or add to the recipe and change the way that it cooks. You have the ability to do anything that you want in life, and don't ever think that you don't. Like I said in the beginning, do you want to be paper number 1 or do you want to be paper number 2? Because I sure as hell want to be paper number 2. I want to spread love around to people, and I want to be the person that somebody looks up to. I want to be the person that helps somebody who's in a financial situation that may change everything about the way they feel. Because if I can change how your kids look at you, I want to be that. I want to be the person that could try to save the world if I could. Because I ain't going to spread hate. I'm not going to spread negativity, no matter how much it comes my way. you know? So you have to decide on what you want to be in life. If you don't like your situation, no matter what it is, no matter if it's abuse, if it's finance, if it's just you as a person, you can change it. Don't go in fight or flight mode. Don't wait until you go into safety mode. Don't wait. You're just wasting time. We've been on this live for 35 minutes and 20 seconds, and you will never get that back. Okay? So I want you to get off of here and decide what you want in life. If you want to join paparazzi, don't be scared. Just do it. Think about what you would waste your money on. You want that hot $150, $200 Coach pocketbook, but you don't want to invest your money in something that could possibly change your existence. Go for it. You know, you could buy 50 pocketbooks with what you do. It's up to you what you want to do in life. If you're tired of working all day and all night, I'm not going to say that this is peaches and cream, because it has its moments. It's hard. Running a website's hard. I'm on Facebook all day long trying to run my algorithm. It's not easy. It's a business. I don't like when people tell you it's pie. Jewelry sells itself. Well, yeah, the jewelry does sell itself, but who's going to sell it? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the jewelry sells itself. It's gorgeous jewelry. It's got a super awesome texture. It feels amazing in your hands, and when you wear it, you feel like $1 million. Right? But our mission statement, at the very last bottom of the mission statement, it says that we know that like $5 jewelry may not change the world, but those who wear it will. And that is so true. Those who wear it, those who push the jewelry, change the world. Because there's so many testimonies of why this business works. I'm a testament. You've watched me grow. Most of you have watched me come from absolutely nothing, from being an emotionally distracted person to just failing constantly. You've watched me grow. I have a team of 7. I have 7 girls on my team. Okay? It doesn't mean that I'm just that lucky person. I stood up that day in my house and I looked at my family and I was like, we're going to buy a house. And because I said it, and because I went for it, it happened. Okay? Now I'm going to change our financial situation. Because I said so. Not because of luck, not because of the opportunity. Opportunity's there. The jewelry's there. We all know it costs $5. We all know that you grow a team. It's more than that. It's what you want to change your life. Okay? It's more than how you feel about it. It's everything that's gonna be. Okay, you're gonna be inspirational to somebody else. You may save somebody else. Like people join and they say, like, there's so many testimonies in my phone. I want to read some of them to you. I wasn't planning on doing that, so it's gonna take me a second to find it. But I want to read some of these to you. I took screenshots. And it just blows my mind at the things that people say is what paparazzi's done for them. I'm going to read some to you. Okay, so just hear me out. Don't leave yet. Hear me out. I'm just going to read them, okay? I'm not going to say names. I'm just going to read them. These are testimonies that I screenshotted, okay, for a reason, and then I just haven't used them yet. Paparazzi's let me buy what I love wearing, which is beautiful jewelry, and I made some new friends, and I'm also able to make extra money to feed my desire. They love the jewelry so much that they need the extra money so they can fill up the bedroom in their house that they're not using, right? Because who of us in here has piles and piles of jewelry? And that's not just to sell, that's mine. Okay? Another one. Paparazzi has allowed me to help my daughter with food and paying my own bills. I'm on Social Security. As well as paparazzi has blessed me from being depressed and not feeling productive to being productive, not being able to work to having my own business and bringing home so much more than just jewelry to people. It's brought friendships and smiles. I only know a small handful of you guys on here from either going to school or somebody that I've known for a little while. Everybody else on my Facebook I met through paparazzi or through when I started doing my own business. And I love every single one of you. It has been the awesomest experience meeting who I've met along the way. This person said, just a few short months ago, Paparazzi paid a total bill for my grandson's braces. And Paparazzi helps me put away for his college fund. Okay? That's a grandmother. You heard what she said, right? The total bill for my grandson's braces. It's not just a young person's thing. There's people of all ages. There's young girls doing it, like 19, 20. And then there's people that are in their 60s and 70s doing this jewelry, okay? This one, I had to miss my vendor event Sunday due to my immune system, my immune compromise, and not wanting to risk it. So I turned it into a last-minute messenger party from home, and from the safety of my own home, I made $175. Turns lemons into lemonade. How many of you know that I have serious anxiety and sometimes I can't leave the house? Paparazzi has helped me a lot with that. Okay. This one said, selling Paparazzi paid for my trip to Florida to see my mom for her 75th birthday. I did an inventory of all of my earrings and made an album. Sold 75 pairs in 2 days. Times 75 by 5. Starting Paparazzi has allowed me to fulfill my dream of starting a business and running it the way that I want. And it allows me to meet and get to know so many wonderful, powerful men and women who believe in sharing knowledge and growing together. Networking. Paparazzi has blessed me through this chaos, providing for my family. And she shows food. She shows groceries. Paparazzi paid for my son's school pictures last fall, put gas in my tank, and helped a family in need. We help people more than you think. Paparazzi paid for my groceries. I sold 16 pieces. I was also able to pay off a credit card this week. Paparazzi pays my electric and water bill every month. I'm on maternity leave and work, and even before that, and they shut down for I'm on maternity leave from work, and even before that, they shut down for remodel. I've been doing this full time for a minute, and it works. I'm not stressed. I'm at home with my 3-year-old and newborn kid, living life. Paparazzi allowed me to put gas in my car, pay my utilities when I got fired from my full-time job. It has allowed me to be a stay-at-home mom for my kid through college, paid my medicine, groceries, other needs that would have not had the money if not for the jewelry. Paid 2 of my bills. It will help while my husband is sent home from unpaid being sick. Ask any paparazzi consultant who is serious about their business what paparazzi has done for us during COVID-19. I haven't had to worry. I quit Walmart because of other personal reasons, but I was also starting to become scared because COVID-19, I would have to be in that every single day. And I didn't want to bring that home to my husband, who has an autoimmune disease, and my mother, who has an autoimmune disease. I have asthma. If any one of us gets COVID-19, it's not good for us. Okay? I was able to stay home and protect my family. Has it been easy? No, I've had to put a whole hell of a lot more work than I did before when I was just doing it part-time. But now this is my full-time job. Now this pays my bills for the month. I'm comfortable. I'm not worried because I have a backup plan. Okay? If you love your job, that's totally... do what you want to do if you have your job. But have a backup plan because COVID-19 just proved to you that everything that you do with your business is crucial, and everything that you have with an employer is not guaranteed. Okay? So even if they say that they're guaranteed, they're not. Nothing is guaranteed in life. Nothing. Anything can happen at any time, but you have to have a backup plan. Do you have a backup plan? Do you have a plan in place for just in case something goes sour? Do you have money put away? Can you live 6 months on an emergency savings fund? I don't have that. Not yet. But I have a backup. I have paparazzi. My husband gets fired. I'm not worried because all I gotta do is hustle some jewelry. I went into Walmart and 4 or 5 people that may be watching this video actually saw it that day. And it's not something to brag. It's to let you know that you can do it too, that this is possible for you. Okay, so don't take it. Do not take this as a brag. Okay. I went in Walmart to drop a $150 order off. And I took my bling bag and I had a whole bunch of bracelets in it. And the girls mobbed me when I come inside. And they're like, I want to shop, I want to shop, I want to shop. You know, like it's different in person. People see it, they touch it, you know. And I walked out of there with $450, y'all, and I paid my car payment in an hour. I would have had to have worked a week or two to get that. Okay. I have days where I go live, there's one person on, and I maybe make $5. There's other times I do a 5-minute flash five. I mean, pay attention to the claims. I go live and do a 5-minute flash five. I'm on like 5 or 10 minutes most, and I make $25-$30. That's in an hour. This is 20 minutes, 15 minutes. It's possible. You just have to do it. You have to be presentable. You have to be professional. You have to collect yourself. You have to make friends, and you have to meet new people, which is the funnest part of this job. Like, who loves to sit there and make money on Facebook every day? Like, it's so much fun. Like, don't let life beat you in the face, man. You have the ability to change everything about your situation. You just have to change your mindset. You just have to look for the information, and you have to do it. You have to meet a few people that you trust to have information and uplifting and inspiration with. Meet those people, okay? Hear how they feel about things from every side, okay? I follow a bunch of network marketing gurus, and at first I was like, this is pissing me off because this network marketing guru says this one says to do this one says not to do those things, and this one says, like, don't follow any of that, do it this way. And I'm like sitting there thinking, like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Well, you know what happened? I had confirmation of what works for me by listening to all four of those people. I made a decision on what works for my business, what works for me, by following all those people, okay? So even if you were to join Paparazzi and I was to train you, don't rely solely on what I say. You need to go look for information yourself. You need to go look for things that inspire you and uplift you. Ways to tell how people work in their mind, like the posture people give towards you. So maybe you don't take things the wrong way when they say it. Maybe it's the way they're saying it. It helps you better understand yourself as a person, because how are you going to grow your team otherwise? How are you going to grow a team of women who do the same thing as you do in Paparazzi if you don't train your mind every single day? If you don't look up things to help you know and understand the human psyche, the human being capabilities that we have that we don't pay attention to on a daily basis, how are you going to grow a team of people? Even if you work in management, even if you work in, this applies to an employee position, employer, manager, that applies to it, okay? If you don't look up things, like, do you know about people's what is it, the love oh, it's gonna bother me, their love story? People respond in 5 ways. There's five love stories. I may be saying it wrong, okay? Look it up. Those apply to how you can respond to people in a certain way to talk to them the way they understand. How do you know that if you don't look up things on how to grow? Okay, so this applies to all of that. This applies to everything. It's not just working network marketing and doing what I do. It applies to everyday life. Like, if you're not learning something new every single day for skills to grow, you're never going to go up. You're going to stay neutral. Okay? How did you learn how to be a manager at the job that you're at now if you're a manager, if you didn't acquire skills to begin with? Right? Okay, so you started the job and you had to learn how to do this and learn how to do that. And then as you learned, you got excited about what you did. And when you get excited, you then started showing other people how to do what you were doing. And it was good. And management watches, and management saw that. So management said, hey, your attitude, your inspiration, your strength, and your smarts, we see all that. We see that you notice how to handle situations in this way. So would you like to be a manager? Because that's what we're looking for, right? You had to acquire how to do your job first, whether it is being an employee, going to school, learning your trade, learning your trick, right? So why wouldn't you want to try something new? Tell me why. Just tell me what. Maybe you don't have the money. Yeah, you do. It's in your house. How much crap do you have that you want a yard sale or thinking about taking spring cleaning? Maybe you want to change the design of maybe you do arrows and you want to do nature stuff. Okay. You can get $100 together. Go hit up your closet. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that you haven't touched in your house in 6 months to get the money to get a side hustle. But wait. So, we can go drop $100 on that banging pocketbook, right? We can go drop $100 on going to the club and drinking ourselves retarded for a girls' night out because we so need it. Where are you gonna get the money to do that again if something happens to your job? You gotta have a side hustle. You have to have a backup plan in life. Whether it's what I do or what you want to do in life because you love it. Some people love to cook. Some people love to cake decorate. Some people love to babysit. Some people love to walk dogs. Some whatever. Okay. But if you want to join paparazzi and your excuse is that you don't have the money, you are so full of it because you have the money. You just have to go get the money to get the money. Do you understand? It's a cycle. It's never going to end if you don't break the chains. You have the ability to do it. Go break the chains. Go sell something. Have a yard sale. Wash a car. You want it? You're hungry enough? You tired of starving? And I don't mean starving financially or food-wise. I mean like your life. You tired of starving? You want to change? You want to feel better about things? You want to have control? You want to join paparazzi? You want to join Sparkle Tribe? You want to join me or somebody else? Whatever. If you have shared this and you were in paparazzi, if your people want to join you, if you want to join the person that shared this video, okay, please make sure you go back and talk to them. Okay, don't talk to me. Don't join me. You wanted to join them. Make sure you join them, okay? Because all this goodness you got from this video, there's so many other leaders in the company that have the same goodness, okay? So, if you want to join the company, if you want to join paparazzi and you're on the fence about it, stop teeter-tottering. Come on. You don't have the money? Wash a car. Cut the grass. Have a yard sale. Go donate plasma. Which you get 50 bucks off of that, right? 2 doses, 2 plasma donates. Psh, psh. Okay. If your kid had to have something for school, you would do it, right? You would go hustle that, right? You would. Okay. I have a tablet that I don't use. If I was to try to join paparazzi, I would go sell the tablet. Get rid of the tablet. That's not making me money. Just stuff that I have that's collecting dust. You know what I mean? If you really want to join, you really want to change everything about what you're doing, you will find a way. And that's the hustler in you. If you are that type of person, that's the entrepreneur in you, and you need to tap into that. Tap it. Sorry. Tap it. Tap into it. Talk to yourself. Write down on a piece of paper. Why would I do this and fail? And on paper number 1, put that. Paper number 2, write everything positive you would need to succeed. That you are strong, that you are smart, that you are beautiful, that you are intelligent, that you are capable. Write that down on paper 2 and then hold it up side by side and decide who you want to be. I can't make the decision for you. You're the only person that can make the decision. You want to join? Hit me up in my inbox. Everything that you need to know about paparazzi is laid out in the website. It is laid out in team pages. There's 5 team pages, including mine. We all have units. We all have writings. You have Pinterest. You have Google. You have YouTube. You are not alone ever. There is over almost 400,000 consultants in the company. No saturation. Everything's $5. Somebody has $5. Okay? Everything's $5, y'all. Monday through Friday, we get new releases that drop at 3 o'clock. Monday through Friday. One more time for the people in the back. Monday through Friday, we get new releases that drop daily for us. We don't have catalogs. Once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, it's probably about to come out in 50 other colors. You get one free piece of jewelry for every 10 that you order. It's a hostess reward. Okay? There's team incentives. There's incentives with what you purchase. There's incentives with you growing a team. There's incentives with if you've made 6 or 7 figures. There's incentives with your rank. Like, there's so many rewards in the company that by itself is rewarding. But the mindset that you will gain and the control over your life that you will gain and the change that you go through is the most rewarding thing that could ever happen to you. Well over finances. Do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because I said so. Do it because you want to change. Something's got to give, right? I know you feel that. Something's got to give. If you feel like this has touched you in any way, shape, or form. If you feel like you know somebody who needs to hear what I said today, just because, not because of joining, just because, please share the video. You never know, you could help save somebody else's life just by sharing the video or telling somebody about the opportunity, even if you don't want it. I'm telling you, it's more than just $5 jewelry. It's life-changing, emotional awesomeness that everybody needs to experience. And you'll never experience it unless you're inside of it. You know how awesome the jewelry is. You know. These are $5. Are you kidding me? Look how sexy those earrings are. Everything about it is amazing. Don't miss out. I hope what I said to you today touched you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that it was a punch in the gut, a foot in your butt. I hope that it inspired you to change something about just existing. Don't just exist, okay? Because it starts with you. Don't ever just exist. It's time to change. You don't like what's going on. You have the power to do it. I love you. I hope that it touched you in some way. And thank you for letting me be transparent to you and be humble and honest and positive and just listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing the video if you shared. Thank you for sending me messages all the time, loving on me, making sure I'm okay, making sure that you check in on me, being kind when I forget things because my memory sucks so bad. Thank you for giving me a chance at this because it's not possible without you. You know what I mean? So thank you. Thank you for always the shares that you give my videos, for chatting, for just loving me. Thank you. Because I wouldn't be able to do what I do for my family if it wasn't for you. Okay? So it starts with you. I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day and always stay positive. Remember to breathe your life into existence. Speak it into existence. Tongue is powerful.